Hello friends, happy Saturday. Welcome to my 32nd episode for 2024 of Saturday Morning Makes. Saturday Morning Makes is hosted by Jill Norwood here on YouTube, and I will put the information to her channel and to Saturday Morning Makes in the description box below, so be sure to check that out and play along. There's also a link there to our Facebook group. All right, so I managed to get one card made today. This was the first time back in my stamp room after all the crafting that I had done for a bazaar that I took part in. So now I can just not be so pressured to get things done and just craft for fun, basically. And so the first thing I wanted to use when I got back in here was one of Jill's stamp sets, one of her new stamp sets, and I did just that. I used the Gingerbread Joy from Jill's Joyful Heart, so they're shown at smaller than they actually are. This is the size. And so I decided to use this one. She's got two stamp sets. The other one is this Cutie Patootie Snow Angel. And so I will be doing something with that one soon. I've got a bunch of new Christmas things. I hadn't intended on getting new Christmas stuff, but you know how that goes. Okay, so I used that. I used from this Stampin' Up! Retired set the Have a Sweet Christmas. This is a fun gingerbread stamp set, and there is a die to go along with it. I used this embossing folder, which was a Fun Stamper's Journey, who is not around anymore. From My Creative Time, I used these die sets, the pretty oval layer dies and the pretty scallop oval dies that you can use these alone, or you can use them with this layers on top of those, okay? Also from My Creative Time, I used the little birthday, well, not birthday, I used the little banner set. So this one is the layering pieces that actually go onto the banner. From Honeybee, I used some paper out of this really adorable paper pad. This is called Gingerbread Village, and it's got super cute papers in it. Jill had shown this pad, and I just fell in love with it, so I had to get one. And another paper I used was from Creative Expressions. These are designs by Sam Poole. I really like her design work, her stamps and papers. I used this little gingham right here, which I thought was red and white, but it's actually kind of a berry color. And I think that, yeah, that was the only one that I used. I used my little quickie glue pen, which is from Sakura. I've had this for a really long time, so I'm not sure if you can still get them. I used Distress Rock Candy glitter, and I used some white embossing powder from Stampin' Up! I think that's about it. Let me show you my card. I think it turned out really cute. This is the paper that I used from that Honeybee pad. And this little strip here was actually the back of it. I cut it off of there and just decided to put it to use, so I just flipped it over and did that down the middle. Here's where I used that heart embossing folder. I just thought it needed a little something there. I love the stitching. And there's that cute banner. I stamped the little heart from the Ginger Joy. Where'd she go? Gingerbread Joy. I stamped, there's all these different little gingerbreads, and then there's 3 different sizes of hearts, and I used the smallest one there to do the banners, and I used a white gel pen to put the frosting on those little hearts, like if they're little cookies. The glue pen I used on her frosting, and that's where I put the Rock Candy Distress glitter. I paper pieced her apron, and I used that gingham paper and her bow. And I thought that this color matched up really well with the color in the apron from that Creative Expressions paper. And the ink color that I used is the Berry Burst from Stampin' Up. And it matches really perfectly. I stamped the gingerbread across the bottom of her apron, and I gave her a little gingerbread cookie in her hand there, and that is where I used the white embossing powder, and I did stamp it with white craft ink from Stampin' Up. I did all the white areas with that glue pen and the glitter. The green I colored with my Stampin' Up blends. This is the light Granny Apple Green, and I did her little pants there with the dark Granny Apple Green. I colored her cheeks with pencil, and then I used a little white gel pen on her eyes. And in the little white dots in her eyes, I went over those with some Wink of Stella, just to make them sparkle a little bit. And then inside is where I stamped the Have a Sweet Christmas, and I put a little border of that patterned paper on there. And I used Stampin' Up's Very Vanilla paper to go behind her. I didn't want the white on her to kind of fade away with having white here, so I decided to do the Very Vanilla, and that's what color I put on the inside of the card. My card base is Cinnamon Cider cardstock, which is retired from Stampin' Up, which I stocked up on because it's like my favorite gingerbread color. So when I saw that it was retiring, I bought several packs of it just to have on hand because I love to do gingerbread stuff. So that was the card base and this layer here on the oval. So I don't know if you can see the sparkle on it. I debated about putting some bling on it here. I was actually going to do that before I did the video, but I don't know that it needs it. I think it's kind of cute just the way it is. All right, well, that's my one and only card for this week. I am going to come back on with a small haul from Stampin' Up of new product that will be coming out in January. So if you are interested, be sure to come back and check that out. I will see you in my next video. Take care and happy crafting. Thanks for stopping by. Please give me a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye-bye.